Jet Set Radio.
Hello, promo and poster collectors. Welcome to this week's poster video.
If you like video game art, I hope you stick around and enjoy this channel. If you do, please click those like and subscribe buttons. That will help other collectors find these videos. Most of my focus is on retail posters. These were posters that were hung in shops like Babbage's, Electronics Boutique, and the offices of arcade distributors. They were used to sell products to the masses, and as such, they pack a visual punch, meant to hit a square in the amygdala. My long-standing advice is to avoid reprints. Originals will always look better and appreciate in value. Welcome back, Sega Retro fans. I have a lot of Sega posters, and I hope you guys like Sega games. This week we're featuring the retail poster for Jet Set Radio. This art has been documented online before, but I'm hoping my close-ups and presentation can add something worthwhile. Before we talk poster, let's talk Smilebit. What a peculiar name for a studio that brought us so much. They should have been named Smiles Gigabyte. That's a tech joke. This first-party developer was formed in 2000 and possessed creative staff from Sega's Panzer Dragoon team and many PC conversion engineers. Prior to this, they had completed the miraculous Windows CE port of Sega Rally 2 on Sega's Dreamcast. For those who don't know, Windows CE was a lightweight version of Windows 95, made to run on Sega's Dreamcast. It was horrible for games development, but Sega's deal with Microsoft at the time required that they develop at least one first-party game using Windows CE, and Smilebit were the ones that successfully tackled that challenge. By honoring their agreement with Microsoft, the companies maintained a strong business relationship, leading to Sega's first exclusivity deal for games appearing on Xbox when the company rebuilt itself as a third-party developer-publisher. So if it wasn't for Sega Rally 2, who knows? We may never have seen Panzer Dragoon Orta or Jet Set Radio Future, certainly not as we know of them today. So the Smilebit team was technically proficient and experienced creatively. That's an essential half of Radio's DNA. The other portion came from an upswelling of Japanese youth street culture, which influenced art designs by Ryuta, Ueda, and the thumping soundtrack by Hideki Naganuma. Altogether, they formed Jet Set Radio's DNA. This is also the first game to make use of an advanced new graphics rendering technique called cel shading, also known as toon shading, where polygon models are shadow boxed by a black exterior. The technique adds an illustrative effect to an in-game model or character that when animated makes the game look like a living piece of art. In 2000, this had never been seen before. The effect was genius at the time and looks gorgeous today, and has been aped hundreds of times since then. I'll leave a link in the description to Wiki's list of cel-shaded games. Despite what they say, Jet Set Radio was the first. So what we have here is a massive leap forward in terms of graphics, audio, and gameplay. Such advancements are usually made by Nintendo, but Sega with Smilebit landed all their punches and delivered a knockout game. This poster is a Japanese B2 retail poster for the first release of Jet Set Radio in Japan. The paper has a matte finish on its front and back, and I consider the paper stock weight as medium to thick. This specimen is in perfect condition. No pinholes, tears, or impressions from handling. It's like it was printed yesterday, and I've been the only owner. I have to say I had a terrible time photographing this poster with my camera and light set up, and the light really loved its surface and created extra glare on my photos, and I did the best I could to remove that in post. So instead of the delicate cream-colored background, you might be seeing a higher contrast white. In reality, the background looks similar to coffee with too much cream. I promise you guys, if my channel ever blows up, I'll redo some of these videos, including this one, and make those photos perfect. Also worth adding here is that black outline on Beat, the character leaping from the page in this poster. That outline is created with a thick amount of ink, and I really don't trust it. If you acquire this poster and are serious about having it linen-backed and framed, I'd be sure to mention this to your restoration service provider, and for them to be delicate with it. If they don't handle it with care, their chemies might flake the ink off the paper. Wow, so let's just take a minute to gush over this poster. Fuck, it's beautiful. I may never have seen a more perfect four corners in all my life. This is the part of my videos where I'm usually talking up my 3 pillars for perfect poster design, and in this poster, that criteria fails in multiple ways, but it's still breathtaking. My 3 pillars are art that well represents the game, screenshots from the game, and third, an image of the console, the game device, or an image of the controller. That is something tangible that represents how we interact with that game in real life. Here we only have the art, but that art is so impressive, it would detract to include any of those other elements. The art here shows us everything we need to know about Jet Set Radio. Beat is flying or leaping off the page on his skates and spraying art with a full can. It's magnificent. I really wish I could have matched this art to a singular artist who worked on this game, but it just wasn't possible. I'm guessing here, but I think most of the art staff at one time touched or refined this piece of poster art. There's just so much complexity, and every detail is perfect. It makes me think that no single individual could be capable of this. What we're seeing here is a depiction of chaos and control in the hands of an artist. We also play as this character when playing the game, so when viewing this poster, I'm viewing both an invitation at becoming chaos and controlling chaos. Imagine if this was animated. It would be positively insane. What if Beat had an invincibility buff in the game that made him look like this? I also like how the spray paint can is so large it shows signs of taking on its own character, and how Beat's finger on the trigger looks like an appendaged airbrush, and the can has a wide open mouth like it's just screaming paint. Looking at this art, it's so good. I'm reminded how great the game is, making this a very effective retail poster. We also have the street date being June 29th and a price point of 5,800 yen, or about $55 USD. What a bargain for a game sent to us from the future. Smilebit defied the laws of physics, opened up a wormhole, and presented us with a gift from their time, a time beyond our years. And with that said, we've reached the conclusion for this video, and we'll have to say goodbye to this poster for now. Sega's Dreamcast had one hell of a year in 2000, seeing the release of Jet Set Radio, Resident Evil Code Veronica, and Phantasy Star Online, all within 12 months. To quote Dr. Tyrell from Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, a light that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. And I can think of no other explanation for the magnificence of Sega's Dreamcast at retail. If you liked this video, please click the like button. And if you want to be alerted of new poster videos, please subscribe and hit that bell icon down below for notifications. Doing that will help new viewers discover these videos. Next week, we'll be revisiting with our little helper friends from Nintendo. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.